This year the competition was definitely a heck of a lot more, and our strategy really didn't change. I tried to work with Johnny a little bit about where we should be riding, and we made a last-minute change with one of the sections that I rode, but for the most part our strategy was set up and ready to go a couple months prior to the race. You know, not winning the 250 and the 500, it made me a little bit nervous, but I was actually extra eager to show that we can win the 1,000, and it was really just kind of something on my back to just show people that we've got it, and it turned out well. The difference, the reason why we win the 1,000, I think, is the most experience down in Baja, straight up. It's not the riders. I mean, some is the riders, but most of all, it's pretty much comes down to Johnny Campbell and who Johnny learned from, Bruce Ogilvie. So those two guys with their knowledge, obviously Bruce passing, but Johnny has that knowledge now, and I think that's, even though he's not on the bike, he's kind of still winning the race. You know, the difference in our race bike compared to some of the guys we compete against, there's being a little bit more motocross based, is our bike's a little bit more forgiving. So at high speeds, around 90, 95, you hit a rock, our frame chassis, it soaks up those gnarlier rocks that you hit, or say the wheels. Everything is just more forgiving on the 450X rather than a motocross bike, and in the end it makes the package better for overall longevity, like 1,000 miles. But the amount of work that goes into the Baja 1000 is huge. It's mostly done by the guy who wins but is not on the bike, Johnny Campbell, and the riders, we put in our effort all year, and we're training, and we learn our sections, pre-running, and that's one kind of part of winning the race. But Johnny's preparing for just the Baja 1000 basically right after the Baja 500. So logistically, with JCR Honda pits and trying to win the race, it's a four-month effort right before the Baja 1000, and it takes quite a lot of time. It's a huge feat to win the Baja 1000 as far as effort and what it takes. The pre-running that I do, I wish I could pre-run a month and a half. You know, the more I knew the section, the better I could go, the faster I could know every single rock on every corner. But before this Baja 1000, I didn't get as much time as I'd like due to other races actually being before the Baja 1000. So an ideal time to pre-run would be about 2 to 3 weeks, and sometimes you get that, sometimes you don't. Hopefully next year will be just as great as a season as this year. This year, obviously KTM, Kawasaki, and Honda, we all won a race, and it turned out that Honda got the better end of it with the 1X. And for next year, it's going to be just as exciting. They're coming back, hopefully. I know KTM is. I'm not sure about Kawasaki, but we'll definitely be battling down there. And I think we're kind of gaining momentum for Baja racing, because some of the racing in the United States has kind of gone, I don't know, either small or the media hasn't been covering it, or just kind of our economy, I guess. But Baja 1000 and all of Baja racing is going to be big next year. I'm Colton Udall, and I race for JCR Honda.